What's going on, everybody? Tom here with Keto Lifestyle, and today we are going to be making a keto fried pickle. Now, these fried pickles are pretty simple to make, and they're a tasty side dish, but one thing I will say with them is they're not very nutritious, so make sure you're not just eating these with your main course. I'd probably have another vegetable. So before we start, here's a quick preview of what we're making. And if you have not subscribed yet, go and hit that subscribe button down below, because it really does help me out a lot. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to need to do is you're going to want to melt about a half an inch of coconut oil into your pan. If you don't like frying things in coconut oil, you can use vegetable oil, but it's not very nutritious. I already have some in here that we'd used a little bit earlier today, so I'm going to go ahead and use this again. And then we're going to get started. Now, the first bowl here, we're literally just going to put in about 3 tablespoons of coconut flour. If you need more, you can always use more. It just depends on how many pickles you're going to be making. In this bowl here, we're going to put 2 eggs and we're going to whisk them up. And then the third bowl is going to be our filling. So I'll cover that in just a second. But first, let's get everything in these 2 bowls. So we have our coconut flour in here and our beat eggs in here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make the actual flavorful coating. Now this is going to consist of basically pork rinds and Parmesan cheese. So what we're going to do is inside of our food processor here, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of this Parmesan cheese. You kind of want the powdery stuff, not the shredded stuff. Then we're going to go ahead and put half a bag of pork rinds. It comes with like 1.5 ounces. You can estimate it, you can weigh it, but that's what you're going to need in there. Then we are going to be using 1 teaspoon of parsley flakes, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then it's about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I use a grinder, so I didn't really exactly measure it, but about a 1/4 teaspoon. So we're going to pulse it up with a food processor and get in this bowl, and I'll check back with you guys. So now that we have our coatings and our dredges, we're basically going to need some pickles. Now, you can slice your own pickles, but I went ahead and just got these that are like pre-sliced into the discs that we're going to want. All pickles are going to have some carbs. Just try to find one that's minimal. This one is roughly 1/2 carb for 2 slices, so just find one that's low in carb. And then what we're going to do is we're going to coat it in the coconut flour, dredge it in the eggs, and then we're going to cover it in the coating, and I'm going to set it on the plate here. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get our oil up to about 350 degrees. So let's go ahead and get this done. So our oil is now at around 350 degrees. You want it to keep it between 350 and 375, but bear in mind that when you add pickles, it is going to drop the temperature around, so don't crowd the pan. We're going to go ahead and just toss them in here, like this, and watch them till they're golden brown. I made a couple right here as an example, so you want them to be about this color. Now to put that in reference, they start around here, so it's not too much darker, but when they're nice and golden brown, you want to pull them out. You don't want to burn these things because the pork rinds will taste disgusting if you burn them. So these things are all fried up. We ended up making about 12 of them, and I'm going to be eating them with a little bit of ranch with Frank's Red Hot in there, so it's kind of just a spicy ranch. I'm going to put the macros on the screen right here, but as always, the recipe and macros will be in the description below. So let's go ahead and give these things a taste test. First of all, can I just say, look at that. I mean, they're just absolutely amazing. Can't drop anything in this house without the dog getting to it first. Anyway, those are perfect. I like the actual cheese coating as well. Now the pork rinds you don't really taste too much because they've been powdered very finely, but you do definitely get that cheese coming through, which I personally really like. It's nice and crispy. One of my favorite things in the world is fried pickles from Buffalo Wild Wings, and this is a great substitute. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and close up the video. If you have not subscribed yet, once again, please go ahead and do that. If you like the video, leave it a like. Any questions or comments, put them in the comment section. With that, I'll see you guys in the next one.